Bukidnon State University is a special place for teaching and learning. Its vision is to become a premier institution of innovative and ethical leaders for sustainable development. Its mission: the university shall primarily provide advanced education, higher technological, professional instruction, and training in the fields of education, arts and sciences, public administration, information technology, accountancy, law, and other relevant fields of study. It shall also promote research and extension service and provide progressive leadership in its areas of specialization. BukSU Quality Policy. Bukidnon State University is committed to produce globally competitive and responsible graduates through excellent instruction, responsive research, sustainable extension, and quality production for the highest satisfaction of its stakeholders. Bukidnon State University. Educate, innovate, lead.
This is 104.5
DXBU 104.5.
Yes, hello, good morning, Malabay City, Bukidnon, and good morning, Bukidnon State University. You're tuning into your favorite radio station, DXBU 104.5 FM, and welcome sa atong programang Straight from the Source. Yes, you're tuning into your favorite radio station, DXBU 104.5 FM, and I'm your partner on air, DJ Mix. Atong programa karong buntaga, mga higala, no, very special kayo because we have with us the man behind the song, Kaamulan, and we will get to know more about him. I don't know, wala ko'y madunggan sa ako headset. Yes, and of course, no, before I introduce you to our guest this morning, I would give my respect to our university president, Dr. Joy M. Mirasol, our VP's Vice President for Research, Extension, and Innovations, Dr. Karina Joan V. Barroso, Vice President for Academic Affairs, Dr. Hazel Jean M. Abiwala, Vice President for Administration and Finance, Mr. Dante S. Victoria Jr., and of course, Vice President for Arts, Culture, Arts, Sports, and Student Services, Dr. Lincoln V. Tan. So I would like to give a shout out to our Operations Manager, Engineer Manuel Chadagurob, Sir Gabi, Sir Art, Sir Mike, and of course to all the employees of BukSU. Yes, so mga igala, no? All right, without further ado, I have with me in the studio, live mga higala, no, is a guitarist, multi-instrumentalist, vocalist, arranger, composer, musical director, album producer, film scorer, the living legend, diba? The brother of my mother. Of course, ako ginaapilan mga higala, no? The man behind the Kaamulan song. With pride and honor, no? Of course, give it up for my uncle, Sammy V. Asuncion! Woo! So, walay pabor-pabor, mga higala. So, yes, no, hi, Tito. Good morning. Welcome to the show. How are you?
I'm okay. Still waking up, but I'm here, feeling all right. Yes.
Yeah. So, yes, Tito, do you want to greet your friends nga mga naminaw karon? Your friends here in Malaybalay, Tito.
There's a lot. I have a lot of friends. Sometimes, wa na ko kadumdum sa inyo mga ngalan lugar. Pero, yeah, I'm back here. Si Sammy, the usual Sammy Asuncion. And I'm here with my band Kalayo Pinikpikan to do a concert Saturday evening at the Capitol Ground. So, ato tantanan dito, magtipon tang tanan.
Yes, no? Nahatag, nagdaan ang lyrics, no, sa Kaamulan nga song. Alright, so, Tito, no, sugod na ta sa ato nga hisgutanan karon nga morning. So, Tito, a lot of people here in Malaybalay, marag, Sir Gabi, kusuki ang atong background. So, a lot of people here in Malaybalay, no, when they introduce you, they will really say, si Sammy Asuncion, katugod nagkanta sa Kaamulan. So, but I wanna let the listeners and the audience know that you're more than the Kaamulan song, you know? So, you're more than that. So I'd like to ask you, Tito, it's best to really come from you. Kaya atong programa karon straight from the source, man, no? So, who is Sammy Asuncion? Kinsa gid si Sammy Asuncion? Can you share a little bit of history about you? The things that people don't know about you.
That will take maybe a day if I have to really,
Sige, medyo
start
ano
from.
lang,
Anyway,
brief.
let's make it fast. Kaliwat ko ni Grandpa Eusebio Asuncion, the first admin here in Bukidnon. So nami very strong blood nga Ilocano. We are from Bacara lugar, si Grandpa, Bacara, Ilocos Norte. My mom is half Tagalog also, half Cebuan, half Mindanaoan siguro, from Cabiao, Nueva Ecija. So inana akong kuan. And then my dad is Leandro Asuncion.
Hey.
My mom is Concordia. I was born in Malaybalay pero dito ko nag-grade school sa Mailag, Bukidnon, and transferred here in San Isidro sa high school. Finished my university degree, management sa Ateneo de Cagayan, Xavier University. And after that, I don't know where was that. I worked 2 weeks in a bank and I stopped. I could not handle it. And then I decided that music is my life.
Wow. All right. So Tito, of course no, they know you as the man behind the Kusog kayo? Okay. All right.
Yes.
So they know you because of the Kaamulan song. Ang uban no, they know you because of the Kaamulan song. So Tito, can you explain to us or share to us what inspired you to write the Kaamulan song?
There were a lot of factors that this is quite strong. Yeah, all right. There were several factors that let me write the song Kaamulan. First, I was present during the first Kaamulan Festival. That was still in November of 1977, I guess.
Oh.
I don't know if my memory is correct. I was there. So, at that period, I already could see that, wow, all the tribes are here. That already touched my heart. Di ba? So, nana ko'y awareness adto nga wala pa sa uban. Nga taga Malaybalay. Abi nila, kuhan lang na dyan, ana lang. Lipay-lipay lang. What else? And then, as I was growing up, bata pa ko, I already like the kudlong. I already love that. Kaya uban, ilang mga kasawa yun nga, kuhan na sila dyan. No, ako, when I was a member, Boy Scout ko, I already love the music of Bukidnon. Inana ko kasayo. And then, of course, fast forward, napalo na ko motokar, nag-adto na ko France, pagbalik na ako diri, giimbitahan mi ni Iso Montalban as pinikpikan before nga motokar sa Capitol grounds. And that happened because of Iso. When I went back to Manila, dito rin ko na-inspire din ko nga, I will really now write a song called Kaamulan.
And what year, Tito?
Dugay na to. That was more than 20 years ago. You see? And I just wrote that because of my love of our province. I love all the tribes. I just see them exactly as us. Walay kuan. Walay mga slur. Dapat wala. What else kami? Daghan mo ko kuan. But that's it. It's more that. I love Bukidnon. I love the culture. I like all the tribes here. I love their music. And I also want it to be part of my musical career.
All right. So, Tito, you've been an influential figure in the Philippine music scene for a very long time. So, could you share to us how you first started? Kana lang brief lang kay marag as it, di ba? Marag it will take a lifetime kung mag-share ka na sa tanan everything. So, brief lang. So, yeah.
What again?
Could you share to us how you first started in music?
Wow. So, I started music when I was in high school. I was very busy already. In San Isidro High School, I was already they always ask me. It was still an American thing with our sisters. So, they always want me to play every convocation. They noticed that already. But grade school, I was already very active with my daddy. You know.
Take note mga higala, no? San Isidro College. Shout out sa atong mga higala din sa San Isidro College ka eskwela.
Sa Xavier dahil gailugan ko sa arts and science o commerce ko kinsa akwaon ko nila na everything namin mga mga theater sa Xavier. Kwaon gid ko nga motokar, and then I also form my own singing group nga upat mi and then mga voicing, harmony.
Wow.
And then I also, the first band that I had was is also in Cagayan. I cannot remember the name of my band. Ako'y pinakabata, I was only 17. And we were already playing in Hotel Alta Tierra, dito sa taas pa na sa una before going to Manresa Airport. I remember gato ka namig mga Commodores, Grand Funk, mga anak lugar ba sa una. At a very young age. So what else? Asa ka ito? Taas man ko kayo. And then, I started to play in some folk houses. I went to Manila again, played there, came back here, played again, went back to Manila again, and I started to make it bigger. Naimbitahan na dahil ko sa mga TV, mga student canteen, anak man sa una. I don't know if you ever, some people, the older one maybe still knows student canteen. Edi Ilardi silang kuan, Connie Reyes. Taghana siya, kuan. I joined a lot of bands there also in Manila. My band in Manila was called Southern Blues. Nakadaog ko ka ng Pinoy Folk Festival, finalist. Wala madayon ng final, pero finalist ko, murag something happened anyway. And after that, nag-tour mi ni Lolita, sa Tibuok, Pilipinas, Lolita, and Sulabama. And after that, dito na dayon to nga, pagkahuman na to nga to, murag nakita na akong unsay eksena sa music scene sa Philippines, ha? It's like, mauna ni, wala lain. I thought at that time that this is it. This is the Philippine scene and I'm done. Nag-decide ko, I really need to go somewhere. And then I landed in Europe. And that's another thing. That's a very long story, but everything progressed there. I was so inspired to play more. And then I had my first recording there also and everything. And then it went on.
Yes, so your work often blends traditional Filipino sounds with contemporary music. No, pero
so as I told you, even when I was still very young, I was already in love with our own traditional music. Na-enhance to siya when I stayed in Paris for a long, long time, almost 20 years in Paris. Kay tuotanan sa Paris ang mga kuan lugar. It's such a very cosmopolitan city. Tuan na ng mga Africans, mga North African, Middle Eastern, mga Asian. So ang melting pot dito sa music inana. So dako kay factor ang Paris lugar nga nagsugod ang world music. Why? They could not define this kind of music before, yung parang ethnic, na a little tribal. Pero dili po siya pure nga tribal, naapoy ang modernity. So this guy, I forgot his name, in London, he decided to call all this music that he could hear, nga di niya ma-describe yun, eksakto yun. It then, bininyagan niyan, they baptized it as world music. So you see, even that one is very important. Daghan wa kasabutana, even in Philippines. You don't know how it's really, the genre really started, but I know. So, unsa pa ka ito?
And of course, no, over the years, you've been a part of several notable bands such as Spy, no? Spy, Pinikpikan, Kalayo, and many more. So can you tell us about your experience with some of these bands that you have, no? And each has brought to your musical journey. Balag taas gyapon na, no? Pero yes, brief lang.
Before Spy, I had this group in Paris. It was a black group, so it was all Africans. We call it Eurasia. And we had a country tour in Austria. As if I remember, we have to do 10 concerts around the country. It was very successful. I also like that band. I like really playing with them, So anyway, during the concert, I met this Austrian drummer because he was also a roadie when we were doing the tour in Austria. So we found out that he's a great drummer. So he visited Paris, and that's when Spy was born, with Maurice Casanova on the bass. Of course, me on the guitar, vocals, and songwriting. It's basically mine, and Fritz drummer. And the journey of Spy actually is started in Paris. So, katong mga gapamati sa Spy karon, Timan nga ang spy dili siya namugna sa Philippines.
Yes.
It was really born in Paris. Nagbisita lang mi diri sa Manila after several years, mga 1992, 1990, 1991 siguro. Those vacation became a bit semi-permanent because our drummer loved the Philippines. Kay kung lang daghang coconut trees, sana mga beach, mga gwapo kaya na. So that's it, and then I want you to realize that ganahan po ko to akong grupo nga Spy sa una. It was really good. And then bakasyon sa Philippines, and then naay chance nga maghimo og mag-form og another musical group isa muna ning pinikpikan ang world music. It started because of a helping hand from Boyutchenko who wanted to do something like that. So it was kind of big in the beginning. We were 6 in the beginning. Unya wala to nila kay he took another person to do that. They could not really do it after 2 months of jamming. Nothing happens. Then they requested me nga, Sam, kailangan ka namin. Ako, I said yes because I know that I could do it. With all my influences and inspirational musical background that I got in Paris, I easily made Pinikpikan. After that, to make it short, we just did our first album and it even won an award in Europe, number 5 sa Billboard chart. It was released through BMG, Germany, and you could find Pinikpikan all around Europe at that time, even as far as Ireland. You could buy our CDs before. By the way, I'm here with my co-Kalayo member, Pinikpikan Budets, and my son, Clapton. Yeah. So that's it.
You have the
So,
camera?
I don't know. I'm a bit lost with your what was it? What was it? Mona to?
Yes, and of course, your music not only entertains but also serve to preserve the Filipino cultural heritage. So why is this aspect important to you, Tito? And how do you approach it in your compositions and in your music?
Yeah, that's right. If you do music like this, that like traces of our traditional music, that is how you preserve. First, you preserve the music, and you also develop that music. It grows. Everything should grow. Languages, music, arts. It should grow. And I think music brings everybody together. That's another thing. Everything is important because love of country starts with understanding what is in your country, what is your culture. And music is such a big thing to let people understand what is a culture, not only in Philippines but everywhere. Like if I am an African, I have to sing African music somehow so that Africans can understand me. And then inside that musical context, you have to put maybe lyrics to let them understand more the importance of love, the nature, unity, maybe harmony, peace, togetherness, all of that. It's all one in the end, you know. It's just in the end, it's all about being aware, be able to understand, and because if you do that, then you start to respect other people.
All right. So, apart from your musical career, you're also known for your environmental activism and your advocacy for cultural preservation. So, how do this influence your music?
It was not actually in my music in the beginning because I think the thing that made it in the end is that because I love nature since I was a kid. Bukidnon was more forested before than now. Now it's wala na ni. Before, people should know nga kani mga bata karon, you should understand and know nga ang forest sa una wala sa unsa ni? Ha? Wala sa bukid. Naa sa patag sa plain land ang lasang sa una mga hardwood trees nga I don't know if you know this wood called tree called lawaan. There are two kinds of lawaan, the white and the red. Muna yung mga gwapo kayo nga kayo. Wala na. Imagine a huge flat land that is forested. Can you imagine that? When you have that kind of flatland forest, the habitat is also there of or the wild boar, the deer, the monkeys. So if that disappears, everything disappears. So that is how I am. I don't want to use the word, but it makes me mad. It makes me mad. Muna, di na lang ako siya gi-inflict sa akong songs. Aron at least in a very nice way, mura magug very polite magud ang song. When there's a melody, you seem not to be mad, but it's there still. Ang awareness nato. And then secondly, having lived in Europe for a long time, you could see there that the trees are there. In Finland, for example, where I live now, 70% of the land mass is still forest. And they have 300,000 plus lakes. How do they do it? How do they preserve? They don't hit the forest. They don't make a road inside the forest. They go around the forest. That's how they play around the contour of that jungle. Here, we are so happy to, we have so many roads now. But what did you do with the nature? You also destroyed it. That's lack of planning. I don't know. These people have already been to Europe. They could have seen that. You see, daghan lugar ako nakita dito nga, pagbalik ni mo diri, sayang man yatong kuan. And then, we have dirty rivers. In Europe, it's still very clean. If they can do it, we can also do it. Why don't we do it? Because these are not the priorities of our system. We just stop there.
Yes.
Daom na kayo.
All right. So, given your extensive career, Tito, no, what project or collaboration stands out to you as particularly memorable or impactful?
There are quite many kasi in my life, it's I love to collaborate in the first place. First, let's start something different. Nagka-collaborate ko sa mga dance pieces sa Cultural Center of the Philippines. Kuan siya big time na siya, dili na siya mo yung kagsisipi mo na sila ga-present. They are the ones representing the country. Kami. Yeah, so when we do these pieces for Cultural Center, we are already representing the country. At may Cambodia, sa Angkor Wat, kung asa-asa na kay we use the flag of the country na Philippines, ganyan. That's kuan. I also did a lot of musical scores of different kinds of movie, Tatarin, mga Romeo and Juliet, mga dami, Hawang, Saigon Commandos, I did that. That was an international movie. So daghang kay na lugar siya. Ano pa nga?
Hawang, I'm familiar with Hawang because I saw that in IMDb. Ano? IMDb, something.
And then playing with people, I also wrote songs for Bayang Barrios. Para medyo bumalik yung gana niya sa music noon, nabuo yung Harinawa. I also collaborated with Kitchenadal, Kat Agarado, Megan Aguilar. We went to Memphis, Tennessee, blues. And then we went to San Francisco and other places sa lugar. Daghang kayo. I collaborated with Tessie Tomas. I could not even finish Salito Malca, Roger Pauline, everybody, Ram Lopez, Kimi Jabati, an international artist, black, So, all of that, I'm treating that equally because they are all part of my musical knowledge, maybe, if you...
All right. So, in what ways do you believe your music has impacted the local and international understanding of Filipino culture?
I always do things a little bit different from the other musicians. That means that I don't have to do this music just to please everybody. I do it because I love it. And in the end, they will maybe slowly understand what I'm doing. It always takes time when you are a little bit different. Even during the Pinikpikan times, we were not taken right away. They were still wondering, what are these guys doing? Yeah, really. And then all of a sudden, we had a very big cult following. So it's like that. It's like that. You have to do what you love and not because you're making gaya-gaya dyan. No, do it. And you're not supposed to please everyone in a way.
Yes. So how do you see the role of music in promoting cultural and environmental awareness among the younger generations?
You just have to do it and say the right words and do it with love and inflict the things that you think that is important for this country especially. So, to be original, to have your own mark, to have your own color when you play music, you just have to be you. You just have to be you. And maybe also listen to other good influences. Like I noticed that in Philippines, we don't really understand how to play the blues, the basic blues, the basic jazz, the basic. We jump. But you cannot go to logarithm if you don't pass 1 plus 1 or then division, multiplication. Once you have this kind of background, it's a lot easier to spread out the knowledge. But I think reggae, for example, I noticed that when I went back now, reggae is turning into a love song thing, you know. So that has to also be dissected properly because normally reggae is more like a rebel music. When I say rebel, it's not about what you are thinking. It's just about saying the things that maybe to change and to make the system better.
Call to change.
Yeah.
All right. So, looking forward to no, are there any new themes or musical styles you are eager to explore in your future projects?
As ever, there is always a lot of things. I have so many songs that I have not recorded. Some have been recorded but not released. You don't stop as long as you can do it and just believe in. When you are a musician, you will do everything. You don't only want to play one genre. That's why you are called a musician, because you could appreciate every forms of music. Then you start to call yourself musician. If you are not, if you only do one thing, you are not a musician. To me, you have to understand everything in front of you. Then you are called a musician.
All right. So, before I ask you the last question dito, no, kani, pinaka-importante, ganyan yung mga higala, paminaw, gino mga higala, no. Can you tell us the right lyrics for the chorus of the song Kaamulan? Kay pero medyo ko makakita, no, sa mga social media post, sayop gud ang lyrics dito. So, can you share to us or isulti gud ang sakto nga lyrics sa chorus sa Kaamulan? Yes, kanang Kaamulan, Kaamulan, Kaamulan. Unsay sunod?
Kaamulan, magtipon tang tanan. Tipon.
Tipon.
T-I-P-O-N.
Yes.
Tipon.
So, no, you heard that straight from the source, good
Oo.
guys, nga tipon. T-I-P-O-N. Dili
Yes.
bibo and dili po siya tipok. No?
Oo.
T-I-P-O-N.
Magtipon tang tanan. Let's gather all together. Yes.
So, tipon means
Tipon.
together. Yes.
Pwede na siya sa Tagalog. May pagtitipon dito. Pero that is what I use because that's what I felt also, and I know it's correct.
Yes. So, tipon guys, ha? Kaya dakan ko kakabasa gid nga mga hashtag no nga pagkaamulan, magbibot ang tanan kay mo man daw ang lyrics. Magbibot ang tanan ang ilang pagtuon, no? Magbibo pero dili siya bibo, guys, no?
I will not use Bibo.
Yes.
Why? Because I
Why?
already use something similar. I already said sadya ta mga higala. That is already the Bibo part.
Yes.
You see? That's how you write songs. Nahuman na tong part nga Bibo.
Yes.
So I will not use the same word
Yes.
to connote Bibo. Kaya tuwa naman siya sadya na ako mga sadya na ako mga higala. Ana. So nanay sadya. I also kay dili kay kulaw magbinisaya. So ako ginasyang gi-estudyahan pod.
Yes.
Aron gyud nga paniguro mangutana man ko sa uban diretso sa kay itong kuan ana kay aron makuha ba.
So guys, ha, once again, tipon, not bibo, not pipok. T-I-P-O-N. Alright. Dapat yun, no, padunggan na gini nila karon, no, nga mo gid na ang sakto nga lyrics. Kay lisod man kaayo nga always nako gina-correct ako mga friends bitaw. Guys, dili lagi na siya bibo, pero murag na every kaamulan kay mo na gid na ang mga hashtag sa mga katawhan, no, ang bibo. So tipon guys, no, together. Yes, so na-correct na gitang tanan. Alright? So lastly, before na lang, no, promote again dito before na ako ihatag ang imong pinaka last nato nga ano before we say goodbye and sa akong last nga pangutana sa imo. Promote ang ato your concert this coming Saturday.
Check ito nga time?
Yung slot is
9.
9.
Around.
Ay.
Sa kuan lugar, this coming Saturday sa Capitol Grounds, ang akong grupo will make you dance and enjoy the music at around maybe mga 9 p.m. So, ato ta sa kuan, ato ta sa Capitol Grounds and celebrate our existence, our festival, our own people in Bukidnon. Mag-celebrate ta and we have to show to the world nga we have our own culture and music also. Importante kay na siya. Ha?
Alright.
Dito ta magtipon tang tanan.
Yes, magtipon tang tanan karon mga higala no this coming Saturday at 9 p.m. sa Capitol Grounds only sa banda ni Tito Sam no. Kalayo and of course Pinikpikan. Yeah. Yes, alive. So Tito, now lastly, what advice would you give to the young generations or the young musicians in the Philippines who look up to you and aspire to make a difference through their music?
You just have to aspire to be a true loving musician. Dili magpasikat-sikat, dili magpapataka diha o kuan diha. You just have to be themselves. That's the only way to do it. Kanang be true to your love. Because when I say love, okay, you don't know you won't do music if you don't love music in the first place. So inana raman siguro and then you have then pangitaon man nimo in the end. You will discover also in the end na inani man di akong gusto gud nga genre nga to karon. So inana ra kasi kung dili ka kaayaw tinuod sa imong gabaton o kuwang lang ka pa mabisto man pud ka. It's easy to tell if you're kind of fake or true. Di ba?
Yes, so thank you so much, no? Sammy V. Asuncion, my uncle, the brother of my mother, and the man behind inyong pag-ila, no? Kaamulan song. Thank you so much for being with us, no? Sa atong programang Straight from the Source. But before we close, no? Sa atong programa, I'd like to read the comments sa ato ang Facebook Live. No, hi to Antonella Lydia Codal. Ano siya? Hi, Uncle Sam and my loves. And of course, no, to MJ, good morning, sir. Good morning, everyone. And of course, Maria is watching karon. And sa tanong mga nagtuto karon nga nagtan-aw gyud. Hi to Ledzep Cookie Cornejo nga nagtan-aw, very supportive gid niya nga atong mga atong family members, no, atong mga relatives. Yes, so thank you so much for tuning in. And of course, see you tomorrow, Daddy Sam, ingan pa ni Ledzep Cornejo. Yes. So once again, no, mga higala, inyong nadungog, no, straight from the source ang tubag yun sa mga pangutana ninyo, and of course pangutana nako, no, pangutana natong tanan, no, sa the one and only, the living legend, no, Mr. Sammy V. Asuncion. So yes, mga higala, once again, thank you so much. Ako inyong partner on air, DJ Mix, and keep tuning into your favorite radio station, DXBU 104.5 FM. Sa sunod na po, mga higala, once again, thank you so much and God bless us all. Bye.
Bye-bye. Thank you, lovely, my lovely niece.
Yes.